Failed my driving test today. I thought the feeling would be gone by now. The gut-wrenching feeling of just wanting to crawl into a hole and not do anything all day. It is the worst feeling in the fucking world. I was so confident. I can drive. I can fucking drive. Right, so this is exactly what happened, all right? So depressing. So depressing. So I was they make you read a number plate 20 meters away, all right? They make you do that. That's standard. That went smoothly. Got in the car. Don't turn your engine on, but put your seatbelt on. Boom. Smashed it out of the park, mate. Smashed it out of the park. We pulled out. Everything was good. Right? I'm keeping 5 miles an hour below any speed limits. The roads are wet. I don't want to crash the car. I don't want to skid out, have to emergency brake. And, you know, the first thing that went wrong, this is the first thing that went wrong. We hadn't covered this route or this route in my lessons. I've had multiple lessons. I've had many, many lessons. And not once have I been down these roads that this woman took me down. And by this woman, I mean a fucking villain. She was a villain. She's my arch nemesis. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Anyway, so we've gone a different route, right? Route, whatever you want to call it. And where I live, right, most of the roads that I've been learning on, they're 30, 40 mile an hour roads. She's decided to take me away from where we've been doing it. And she decided to take me down 60 mile an hour carriageways, right? That's fine. I don't care about going 60 mile an hour. Sorry. It's 60 mile an hour, right? This fucking woman. We're coming up to a slight bend on this 60 mile an hour road. I'm doing 45, 15 mile an hour below the speed limit. And I'm saying to the woman, because I know you can pass if you are going too slow. I said, I'm aware this is a 60, but I'm not going to go to that. I'm going to do 40, 45, because that's how I feel safe in these conditions right now with these cars ahead of me. She said, yep, that's fine. Just as I've said it, this bend in the road's come. She said, but you might want to slow down now. Ugh! Do you know what that fucking means when a driving examiner tells you to slow down? It means you failed. How can you fail going 20 miles an hour below the speed limit? I did. I did fail. And apparently, I didn't just do that once, I've done it twice. Apparently, right, according to Nikki, bitch, I had the car on 2 wheels around most bends. 2 fucking wheels. Do you know how fast you've got to be going to have a car on 2 wheels? Fast. Fucking fast. You've got to be doing about 60, 70 mile an hour around a sharp bend to have it on 2 wheels, all right? I was going 10, 15 mile an hour around a fucking roundabout. So, we've pulled back up to the test centre. I'm like, all right, that went pretty smoothly. Other than this one time I missed a junction, but carried on driving safely, as you're supposed to do. If you're in an unsafe position to turn, and you've missed it, don't stop, you indicate back out, you carry on driving. I did that. That's the only time I would have thought, oh, okay, I might have failed that. That's not what she failed me on. We got back to the we got back to the what do you call it, the driving centre. We got back to the driving centre. My driving instructor's come walking over, he's opened the door, he said, how'd it go? I said, yeah, went really good. She's looked at me, she's gone, well, you didn't pass, you failed. I said, Nikki, what the fuck do you mean I failed? Fuck are you going on about? I failed. How? How have I failed? Maybe it was that junction that I missed. And maybe I didn't indicate pulling back out. Said, you, young man, have got to take your foot off the accelerator. Said, it fucking excuse me? How am I supposed to drive the fucking car, Nikki? Oh my God. If I was to fail on one thing today, it would not have been speeding. I would not have said, I'm going to fail on speeding. It would have been my blind spots. I even wrote it on my fucking hands that I didn't forget it. That's my chair. She failed me for watching my speed, which I was doing. I was going 40 mile an hour in a 60, slowed it down in the corner, right? And around the roundabout, she didn't like my speed, but those were minors. She failed me because of my excessive speed. If I went any slower, she would have failed me for going too slow. My driving instructor said she had it out for you today. He said she don't like you and she wanted to prove a point. She was going to pick anything up and put these back on. Because I might fucking cry. He said she was out for you, mate. From what you've told me, this is that weren't a fail. I said she had a little camera on her chest. Does she record it? He said, nah, that don't record nothing. What the fuck is it there for then, mate? Anyway, we're not going to dwell on the past because it's been and it's happened. I've got to wait 10 days before I can resit. Now, if nothing comes up in the next 10 days, I will fucking cry. I'm not waiting another 2-3 months, a year to get my driver's license. I've got a car. I went out and bought a car 2 months ago. Oh, God. But, right, driving tips for anybody got their driving test coming up. Oh, God. If it's wet and it's raining and you've got a driving examiner who's a bit of a fucking wimp, yeah, and doesn't like you approaching corners at 25 mile an hour below the speed limit, come to a crawl. Crawl round the corner. Put it into second gear. Go down to 20, 30 mile an hour. Even if it is on a 60. But then, no, you might even get failed for going too slow. I don't know what else I could have done today to please that woman to get a pass. I don't think I could have done anything personally. I think she was failing me regardless. So I've got to spend another 120 quid to do another test. If I fail this next one, I promise you, I'm driving illegally without a license. Enough people do it. Right. I didn't sleep last night because I was so fucking excited. I thought, yeah, this is going to go well, Cal. You're going to come home past. You're going to get in your car and you're going to drive around and you're going to go and see your friends. Now look at me. Drinking a beer. So I couldn't even drive if I wanted to be honest with you. Like I said, no, Callum, it's in the past. All right, we can't dwell on it. We have to move on. What are we going to do next time? If she's my examiner next time, I'm going to say, no, I don't want her. She makes me feel uncomfortable. And I've seen reviews online of people saying that she is a really bad examiner. She'll fail you for nothing. She obviously had a quota. Any tips for you guys as well? Just like, listen, this is one thing I will say, yeah? The nerves that you get the night before and the nerves you get leading up to your exam are worse than the nerves in the exam. It's easy. You're sitting in a car and all it is someone new sitting next to you watching you drive. Just drive how you normally drive. Every single nerve I had just disappeared as soon as I sat in that car. I was like, I can drive. I'm more than happy with how I drive. Clearly she wasn't. But yeah. It's a hard life. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to take that same test route that she took me every single day for the next 10 days and make sure I've got it down to a T. I want to be able to do that road with my eyes closed. Fuck you, Nikki. She didn't even go through my minors with me, right? Which is something I thought an examiner had to do if you failed or if you passed. Go through the minors. No, she just said, you failed. Give me a look. She gets out of the car. She didn't even say bye. She hated me. And I don't know why. Ugh. Anyway, sorry, haven't introduced the pod. This is Bar Talk, hosted by me, Callum Joyce. It's as you can see, just gonna be me venting, talking shit, and if you want to listen to it, right? I needed this. I really did need this. And you know what? I need another beer as well. And no, I don't condone drinking. Under 18 or over 18. It's bad for you. Shouldn't do it. Makes you unhealthy. Makes you age. Ruins your bladder. Ruins your skin. But it's fun. So, the aim of Bar Talk is I'm going to come on here, maybe on my own. Yeah? Maybe with guests. And we're going to chat and we're going to have a nice little chat. We're going to just talk away about things, about the social, economic crisis of the world. All right, maybe not that. We're not that fancy schmancy, all right? I'm not Russell Brand. I need to educate myself more on that. Probably just going to... Listen, I don't know what it's going to be, all right? Just tune in and all we can do is see how it goes from there. I am going to have guests on, though. That's one thing I'm going to do. We've got one very special guest coming on very soon, and I think you lot will enjoy it. So, guys, if you're going to take anything away from this session, this little rant, you can never be too careful in your driving test, all right? You can never, ever be too careful. Just take it slow. If you feel like you're going too fast, just slow it down. If you feel like you're going too slow, you're probably not. Just keep going at that speed. I mean, if you're doing 15 and a 30, then yeah, pick it up, go 20, 22. If you come into a corner or a bend that's on a 50, 60 mile an hour road, just slow it down to 30, man. Just, I wish I could watch it back to see if I really did do anything wrong. But from my perspective, it was the perfect drive. I mean, but you pick up bad habits, learning with your parents and your friends and your family. And what can I say? I just maybe took the corner too fast. I don't know. But better luck for next time, I suppose. They always say the better drivers pass second time. So we'll see if that's true. Oh my God, we will see if that's fucking true. But anyway, that's enough for my ranting, people. I hope you've enjoyed the first episode or the first show of the Bar Talk hosted by me, Callum Joyce. The next one I'm hoping will be a better situation. All right, I'm hoping I'll be a bit happier. Maybe we'll even have a guest on. But I'm sure as bloody hell won't have failed another test. Let me tell you that for something. Let me tell you that for free. All right? It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you all for listening. Peace and love.